Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. I'm up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, encouraged, living free and sober today. Encouraged to approach life and watch out for the opportunity to be of service to anybody that crosses my path. I wanted to make a little video this morning and keep it like short and sweet. And, you know, the answers are always the same. The questions are all sort of always the same. And the answers are going to always be the same. A lot of people come to me and say, or they ring me and go, you know, X, Y, and Z, or this, that, and the others, sort of making me feel a little bit of discomfort or disease or very unsure about this area of my life and how that's going to pan out, and this avenue of my life. I'm really unsure about what sort of to do next, and it's leaving them with fear or leaving them in the unknown. And when we find ourselves in a place of unknown, fear can quite quickly creep in. Living in fear is a lack of faith. Tell yourself that over and over again. Living in fear is just a lack of faith. It's just a lack of faith, because fear is just a manifested thing that's not real. It's not real. But, you know, we're human beings. When we take an avenue or situation or scenario in our life, we sort of want to know what's going to happen before we start taking any action. Life is lived forward, it's understood backwards. When you start to realise that, and you start to look back on your life and start to understand your life backwards, you'll start to find gratitude for the things and how things have panned out for you. When you start doing that, finding gratitude and looking at your life lived backwards, you will start to find gratitude and start to build faith. Gratitude and faith come hand in hand for me. They work together. They're coherent. Posh word, that, innit? They're coherent. The first thing I will say to somebody when someone comes to me with any sort of discomfort or dis-ease that they're living through at the time, I will say, do you pray? And they go, well, I go, well, you don't fucking pray then, do you, mate? Simple. Do you pray? Well, you don't pray, mate. Pray, and more pray. I wake up an hour before sunrise every day and I pray for others. I don't pray for my own selfish ends. That's the first thing I do every morning, an hour before sunrise. Before that sun rises and I'm presented with a brand new day untouched by mankind, I will manifest and think the first level of creation, which is pure thought, and I will manifest caring, loving and kind folks in the direction of someone else's path. Does that sound fucking funky to you or what? Because it's a beautiful experience when you do it. And I do that every morning, because love, the gift, is only given. It's only a gift when given. That's what I do every morning. I pray for others. Don't pray for my own selfish ends. God, I offer myself to you to build with me and do with me as you will. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may better do your will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I would help. Of thy power, thy love, and thy way of life, may I do thy will always. That is the first prayer I say every single morning, the second I sit up in bed. Then I go to my window, I open my window, I channel into birds outside my house or outside the place that I live. I ground myself. I bring myself back to the present moment. I breathe. And once I bring myself back to the present moment and I start to breathe, I start to pray for others. I hope such and such a body has a nice day today. I picture that person with a smile on their face. I hope somebody has that problem or whatever their thing. I hope they find the courage to tackle that and confront that fear today. I hope my daughter's safe and well. I pray and it just reels off. And as I'm sat in this thought and I'm reeling all this stuff off, my answers or the things that I am searching for or the fear that's instilled inside me through me thinking about what Neil wants and how Neil feels unsure about a certain situation in my life just dissolves. It just dissolves. It might come back after I've stopped praying, but I've done my part. I've done my part by manifesting caring, loving, kind thoughts outwardly into the universe before the day even presents itself to me. And then I look to be of service in any way or any opportunity that might cross my path. All day long. I stay vigilant. I look how I can be of service to anybody that crosses my path. When I approach life that way, I start living life that way. When my life is presented with a situation or scenario or a path or an opportunity that is unsure, I instantly feel fearful, and I listen to this, and I listen, and I can quite easily tackle anything or go down that path or approach that situation or that certain person in my life without fear being present. Now, if I approach any situation or scenario in my life with an attitude of fear, resentment, anxiety, or any other negative feeling or emotion, the outcome of that situation isn't necessarily always going to be fruitful. Now, if I approach that situation or that person or that scenario or that path in my life with blind faith, pure faith from the heart, listening to what lives in here and works through me, that power greater than myself, and I live and I walk hand in hand faithfully with that, the results of any outcome will always be fruitful. I hope somebody's got something from this, because that in itself is a fucking beautiful message. Stay blessed. Get on your fucking knees and pray.